Hello! In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways to increase your feminine energy. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I release a fucking epic video. And let's just go ahead and like the video now because you know it's going to be bomb. So I'm talking about 3 ways, my 3 top favorite, most potent, epic ways to increase your feminine energy. And here's why. There's a huge epidemic of women who are sick, exhausted, overwhelmed, autoimmune. I'm meeting 20-year-olds with autoimmune disease, 60-year-olds who are like, what is the point of living? I'm so overwhelmed and exhausted. And we are women. It's our superpower. It's not like this is why we're weak. So connecting to our feminine and increasing our feminine energy, it's a muscle. It's not like, okay, you know, I've reached the finish line. We actually get to strengthen it. That's like saying, oh, I've had enough love. I'm good. Not going to happen. So let's get right into it. This is my favorite thing to talk about. You're going to feel incredible. Get your notepad out, bitch, because I'm going to share my favorite ways. So the first way to increase your feminine energy is in the morning. No phone. So we're not going on our phone first thing in the morning. The first thing in the morning is we are embodying and getting into our body. And the fastest, easiest way to do that is to dance. So you'll see if you follow me on any socials, I am dancing all the time because it's the fastest way to disrupt that pattern. It's the most powerful, potent way to increase my feminine energy. And in the comments below, I want you to tell me what your favorite song is to dance to. Because you're not 5. Like, it's not like, oh, Lani's going to tell me what to dance. Like, you know what song lights your soul on fire, gives you goosebumps, makes your nipples hard. And I love hearing this because A, I love to increase my playlist, and B, it's so cute. So like, I have a client in Europe and her song is Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. I have a client who's in Australia and her song is Eye of the Tiger. It's so cute. And so I just love hearing it. But it's like, the song gives you that feeling. And the song is what disrupts that negative pattern, and moving your body and dancing is what increases your feminine energy. And so when we are in our feminine, and as this muscle gets stronger, we have more patience. We don't take shit personal. Someone else being mean because they don't love themselves. Like, if we don't have a strong feminine energy muscle, if we're not connected to our feminine, that could ruin a whole day. It's like, oh my God, like, what did I do? I'm worthless. I'm not good enough. But when we have this really strong muscle, it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm going to stay in my body. I'm going to share love because it's who I am. So I'm dying to know what song lights your fire. Can't wait to hear. So the second way to increase your feminine energy is by speaking your truth. And the best way to do that, because everything is a muscle, is to sing. And if you're like, singing is like really fucking uncomfortable, like, I don't make a peep. I'm like the one that's like, oh, look at the good girl who doesn't ever say anything and doesn't ruffle any feathers and doesn't offend anybody. Or if like your voice is super hoarse because you're like yelling and controlling and you always have to be right, then we can start with humming. So babies make these really beautiful cooing sounds, and I taught yoga for years, and so there's just this really beautiful vibration that happens when we but the intention is to be strong as fuck and it increase your feminine energy. Because when we swallow our truth, and when we say yes when we mean no, and when we say mean things and put this negative vibration out, like, everything is just coming right back to us. So the whole intention is, if I want love, I share love. When I want to attract this really beautiful vibration and this partner that is totally embodied, then I must be embodied, right? We can't say, I want something that I'm not willing to do. So eventually we'll get up to singing. I am singing, I am jamming out. It is like one of the fastest ways to disrupt. I totally do my rituals in the morning and before I film and before I do healing sessions or anything, because if I'm not embodied, then I can't help someone. If I'm not connected to my feminine, if I'm in my mind, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, oh, do they like me? Then there's no way for me to offer this really loving vibration. I'm not saving anybody, and I don't need to I don't even say holding space, because I'm not like piggybacking 50 people or 100 people on my back. I just am. Like, it's light. It's just this really beautiful energy. And that takes me into my third way to increase our feminine energy, and that is to not be attached. And this one is the game changer. And everyone's looking for this like overnight success. Like, oh, okay, so give me the magic pill. Oh, you know, obviously it must be easier for you, Lani, because you don't know how hard my life is, and you don't know whatever the excuse is, money, my family, my childhood, my partner. And I do know, I get it. First of all, I was suicidal at my rock bottom, so I totally understand what it's like to feel really overwhelmed and have a whole bunch of problems and feel afraid. But what I'm telling you is, it is a muscle. So if you practice today, you take on board what I'm saying, you're like, damn, I'm not happy, I'm super overwhelmed, I'm stuck in my head, like I have no energy, no movement, right? So that's what comes in from step one, that dance. I'm completely blocked off from yoni. I feel super uncomfortable talking about my sexual energy. Then it's just a muscle. Like you would never expect to be able to run a marathon if you like went outside for a 10-minute walk. Like, oh, I did a 10-minute walk, I'm gonna be able to run a marathon tomorrow. Like, it's not gonna happen. So letting go of the attachment, we're not here to be perfect. That's not what we get rewarded for, but we get to train. And that's a really beautiful part, because it's like, if you can't do 3 push-ups, you can't do 500. So how about we start with the 3, and then we go to the 10, and then the 50, and then the 100. And increasing our feminine energy is the same way. So don't separate that and be like, oh, just because it's spiritual and I can't like see my muscle growing or like measure my body fat, that I'm not training it. It's like, maybe when you start this, when you take my 3 steps, maybe for 5 minutes a day, you'll totally be increasing your feminine energy, and you'll feel grounded and strong and vulnerable and beautiful and sexy and connected. And then maybe the rest of the day you're just in your fucking head and you are taking shit personal. And so the intention is, you're not failing. It's not because you're not good enough. So tomorrow let's do 6 minutes, because it's a muscle. So I don't do these videos because I need you to like me, or I'm trying to be famous overnight, or I want this approval. I don't have that attachment. Now I'm human and I have an ego, so I get these thoughts, what if they don't like me? And I'm like, that's not true. So I just use the steps that I'm sharing with you. And in order to actually share love and be in my feminine energy, I can't have an agenda. It's not like, oh, I'll trust and I'll be in my feminine when everybody likes me and everything goes perfect. So the very act of controlling, it's like we're strangling something to try and get them to love us. And that's not how we get anybody to, that is very, very scary. That is controlling, and that is the exact opposite of being in our feminine. So in order to increase our feminine energy, it's so counterintuitive, but we trust, we let go of the attachment. It's like, I don't have a golden certificate from the universe that everybody's gonna love me and that I'm gonna be perfect, and that's okay. I'm willing to be all in, 100% in, and totally vulnerable. It is scary, like the unknown is uncomfortable. It's always new, and I know that when it's hard, it's because I'm growing. And I'm not attached. So I am in my feminine. I'm choosing to show up. I'm choosing to strengthen my muscle. And I'm not saying, show me the future. I'm only going to be nice if you can prove that people are going to be nice to me. Because that's not what a queen does. That's being totally disconnected from our feminine. So I don't go into things that like, oh, I'm going to do this so I can get that. I'm not attached, right? I'm not like, it's not about me. I'm here to connect to source and share love and teach this magic, because I once was so low and I thought a happy life just isn't for me. And I've actually just become a product of my habits and my belief. So those are the 3 ways to increase your feminine energy. These changed my life. They're a game changer. I can't freaking wait for you to try. Now, if you totally dig this and you're like, Lani, I'm so disconnected from my feminine, I really need more on this, then you definitely have to come to my free online workshop. It's bomb. It's amazing. I go way deeper. Like it's awesome because it's live. So we get to totally converse, and what you're going to get out of this, I mean, will be life-changing. So just click the link in the description and you can sign up for that as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon. Yee.